Welcome to The Explainer. Have you ever wondered what it would sound like if every living thing, from the stars in the sky to the creatures in the deepest sea, all sang the same song at once? Well, today we're going to unpack a biblical vision that describes exactly that, a moment of ultimate universal praise. So this is the scene we're diving into, right from the book of Revelation. Just take a second and try to picture it. A sound rising from literally every single creature in existence. We're talking angels in heaven, every person on earth, every fish in the sea, all of them totally focused on two figures at the very center of the universe. But, a vision this huge doesn't just pop up out of nowhere. To really get its full impact, we've got to rewind a bit, back to an idea that was set up way earlier, in the book of Psalms. See, the Psalms give us this really foundational command. And it's not some gentle suggestion, It's presented as the fundamental purpose for everything that exists, from the sun and the moon right down to the sea monsters. This really sets the stage for a powerful idea, that the natural default state of all creation is to praise its creator. Okay, so with that command as our foundation, now we can jump over to a prophecy in the book of Isaiah. It takes this whole idea of universal praise and shoots it into the future, promising a very specific moment of total, absolute acknowledgement. And here's where things get really interesting. Notice the shift in the language here. Isaiah's prophecy takes the idea of praise and cranks it up to universal submission. This isn't just about singing a nice song. It's about a future act of cosmic allegiance, a moment where every single knee bows. That is a powerful promise of absolute, undisputed authority. And that promise, well, that brings us right back around, full circle, to that incredible vision in Revelation, because it's right there that we see this prophecy unfold, and it happens in a very specific and, frankly, pretty surprising way. Okay, so this vision basically forces us to ask a huge question, and it's really the heart of our explainer today. Who exactly is on the receiving end of all this cosmic praise? Who is at the center of this scene, so worthy that every knee has to bow? And the answer is just fascinating. The worship isn't just aimed at one figure, but at two, and they're named very distinctly. First, you've got him that sitteth upon the throne, the sovereign ruler, God the Father. But right there beside him, sharing the exact same honor, is another figure, simply called the Lamb. So this brings us to a really crucial point. What does it actually mean for these two figures to share this worship? I mean, why is it so significant that they are praised together in the very same breath? Well, the implication is profound. By receiving the exact same worship, the Lamb is presented as being co-equal with the one on the throne. They share the same glory, the same majesty, the same power. This vision isn't describing some kind of hierarchy. It's describing a shared reign, a shared throne. And this shared worship, it just blows the doors open on the Lamb's unique identity. He's this ultimate paradox. He is the sacrifice, who is also the king. He's the one who takes away sin, but he's also the exalted ruler with an eternal kingdom. And crucially, other parts of Scripture just come right out and say it. He is explicitly called God. So this moment just brilliantly illustrates a core theological concept. Even though the one on the throne and the Lamb are shown as distinct, the fact that they share the same worship reveals their complete and total unity in their divine nature and their reign. They are two, and yet they are one. All right, so now we get to connect all the dots. Let's really see how that ancient prophecy from Isaiah leads directly to this final, absolutely stunning vision in Revelation. So first, let's just remember that prophecy from Isaiah again. He promised a future day of absolute universal submission, a day when every knee would bow and every tongue would confess their allegiance to the one true God. And then, boom, here in Revelation, we see that promise fulfilled. Every creature is offering up this ultimate praise. But look who they praise. It's not just the one on the throne. Explicitly, equally, it is directed unto the Lamb. I mean, this is it. This is the direct and ultimate fulfillment of Isaiah's ancient promise. It's exactly what was foretold. But now there's this stunning new layer of meaning. The Lamb is included in this divine, universal worship. This powerful moment is actually so significant that it has a name. It's known as the cosmic confession of Jesus' lordship. It represents that one single instant where all of creation, in one unified voice, finally and fully acknowledges the authority, the divinity, and the sovereignty of the Lamb. So, this entire cosmic vision, it all culminates in one undeniable truth: the confirmation of the Lamb's divinity affirmed by the worship of all creation. And that leaves us with a really fascinating question to think about. How does this image of a sacrificial lamb sharing the ultimate throne completely redefine our understanding of what divine power and true kingship really look like?